Hi everyone! We are Ivo, Mira, and me, Maya, living aboard a 38-foot catamaran, sailing around the world, exploring and learning. Join our family aboard the legendary Fata Morgana on our next epic adventure. After a few days in Malpija, fishing with the locals and trying seabird eggs and coconut crabs for the first time, we sailed west. We covered 540 nautical miles in 4 days. We sailed, drifted, and even motored a bit. With light winds, then strong winds, then no winds at all, in flat seas or confused waves, and a few small squalls. We caught a tuna and we met a whale. On the fifth morning, we arrived in Palmerston, or rather, outside Palmerston, where we had to catch one of the mooring balls on the west side of the lagoon. In northwest winds, the place was very bumpy and uncomfortable. We spent the first day and night backing broncos until the wind turned from east and the sea calmed down. The first Palmerstonian we met was Edward Marsters, the owner of our mooring ball and our host. He explained that from now on he will take care of us and adopted us. Every yacht arriving in Palmerston has to stay outside the lagoon and gets adopted by one of the 3 mooring ball owners. They come and pick you up every day with a motorboat and bring you on the island, where you are a guest in their home. Palmerston is another beautiful atoll, part of the Cook Islands and the New Zealand Protectorate, with a blue lagoon and one main big island, with white sandy beaches and coconut palms. It is one of the most isolated inhabited islands in the world, with only 57 people living there today, surrounded by miles and miles of nothing but ocean. Their nearest neighbors are 500 nautical miles away in Rarotonga, the capital of the Cook Islands. There is no airport, and the only regular transportation to and from the island is a supply ship which comes every 6 or 8 months, if the weather is good. So the 57 inhabitants can buy pots and pans, furniture, clothes, even basic things like sugar, flour, and rice only once or twice a year. The most special thing about Palmerston is its people and their incredible story, which starts with one man, William Marsters.
William Marsters was a brave hero. He fell well to happy London town. He has been to Palmer Street where he was in the beautiful countries of
Okay, William Marsters is from England. According to his stories, he was a sailor. He was a whaler, he was a gold digger, all that. And in some stage he happened to settle here on the island of Palmerston. And that's 1862, 63, somewhere there.
When he left from England, he was a sailor. He went on killing whales. He was a whaler. And then he was passing through the Pacific Oceans. And then that's when he found the island, and then he stopped on while the ship went. That's how he stopped here.
Well, mind you, there's others been here before, but he was the guy that chose to settle in here.
Yeah, he went up north to the islands up north. That's where he found 3 wives. He had 3 wives, and then he brought them back to the island. And that's when he had kids, and that's when he started the generation of Palmerston. And
he was basically abandoned. So with Polynesian wives and the families, the 3 families that's with his woman that he had families with, they coexisted, and they produced copra, and they lived naturally off the land. As Polynesians, they could survive in an environment of an atoll environment.
And he was trading to the ships and passing ships for money and stuff, whatever he can get, paint and all nails and stuff. Trading coconuts, fish, to the passing ships, lobsters and all.
So he had children from both 3. So that's his 3 wives.
Okay.
So now his descendants, the island is vested in his descendants of William Marsters. So yes, the majority of people are Marsters on the island.
He built this house on the island, made out of shipwreck. Shipwreck, and that's when he started the Marsters family on the island.
And he divided the island in 3s for his 3 wives, Matavia, Akakaingaro, and Tepo. That's his 3 wives. And and we're like the what generation?
We're like the 7th, 8th generation from him. Everybody on the island is all Marsters. Marsters. Andrew Marsters.
Lehigh Marsters.
So everybody on the island is all related to each other, like cousins, uncles, aunties, nephews, or
some of them, they're outside married into men and women from the island. Well, the 5 relations from here that you can marry, it's a 3rd cousin.
So my grandfather, my mother's father, is from Maniki. And so my ancestors, going back to his grandfather, had 2 wives. But when Christianity came, he only kept 1 wife, and he had to let go of the other wife. But he gave them a share of property so that they would be looked after. And so that's a big, huge social, cultural change that occurs as a result of Christianity arriving in the Pacific Cook Islands. And so, just a little background.
And for me, I have 1 wife, but so I'm trying to do this policy after 50 years, then you can get another wife. So after,
Good policy.
After
50 years, so then I can get 3 wives.
Yeah.
But I'm going for 450s.
That's the spirit, man.
How many wives?
I should think about it.
So before.
That's a good.
4 wives. So we're a step ahead of William Marsters.
You gotta keep strong, man.
In 1863, an English carpenter sailing on a whaling ship through the area decided to stay behind and live on a small uninhabited Polynesian island, leaving forever the civilized world. He built a house using wooden planks from shipwrecks, married not 1 but 3 women from another Polynesian island to keep him company, and started a family on Palmerston. He had a total of 23 children with his 3 wives and divided the island in 3 equal parts for each of his 3 wives and their descendants. His children grew up and brought wives from other islands or married their 3rd cousins, and thus the Marsters family kept growing. Some left, some came back, some never left. Today, there are over 1,500 descendants of William Marsters scattered around the world. Many live in New Zealand and Australia. Of them, only 57 remain on the island, divided in 3 families, descendants of the 3 Marsters' wives, forming one of the most bizarre and isolated island communities in the world. All Palmerstonians are related, brothers and sisters, cousins, uncles and aunts. Everyone on the island, dead or alive, have the same family name, Marsters.
He has been to Palmerston where he was in the beautiful countries of East. He took a joyous voyage and saw pretty countries, while on the ship he has passed on a river and so called.
Fishing is still a great part of life in Palmerston and the islanders' main source of income. They are the biggest exporters of parrotfish in the area. One of their main fishing grounds is a place discovered by William Marsters himself and officially named by him, Kiss Me Arts Rock. I'm not joking. Google it.
You can turn it around. Yeah.
Alright, okay.
Hold it on the tip of your finger, so you can get it on a control. And then you throw it back this way, and then you... See, there's a scale here.
Of course you remove the scale.
And then you work your knife here, see, then bone down. Got it?
They work, yeah.
Same side.
Awesome. Hey. Can I try one?
Slow down the process.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah. You just right here?
I want to take that.
Oh my god, this is tough job, man.
So,
Yeah. Start inside the kitchen, inside the Tupperware.
Wow.
1, 2, 3. Put the hand on.
Oh, here. How do you go so easy through it, man? It looks so easy when you do it.
That's the one. Just bring your knife over it so now we'll touch on the bone.
Oh, you mean I'm touching too much the bone?
Yeah, here. If you feel it stuck, you can just tilt it a little bit.
Just release your hand off and go back.
Alright. Now this is even more tough.
That's how to do it.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Cut this off. Put it out. That's the one. That's the finger.
Good girl.
Not one big.
Yeah, you can push it further this way, so your hand won't fit on the bill. That's it. Yeah. This way.
To have a height. And you... No. You gotta go sideways.
Too bad.
But I think every fish has different bones. Like tuna, right. I hate with tuna, you know, tuna like too much bones, man, there. But I mean, I love tuna, just dealing with tuna is hard.
No, well, the tuna is okay.
Is it? It's big bone.
It's the person don't like the bone of the tuna.
Yeah.
Right?
Fish. I guess I like fish lately.
Maya is eating fish. Probably.
What not to like with this fish, eh?
It's really good. These are all our books. They were in the hulls, the 2 hulls of the catamaran. Beautiful books that I really love, but it's ridiculous to sail with so many books. And I think we just broke some sort of world record carrying so many books on a catamaran for 3 years across oceans. So now we're in Palmerston, which is a small island in the middle of nowhere, and we're gonna donate those books to the local school.
Yes, there is a school in Palmerston. The people of Palmerston still lead the idyllic life of their ancestors, living off the land and the sea, with a few changes. The school is only one of them.
Santa Claus coming to town today. Yeah, all of this is just books.
Wow. They speak Bulgarian, they speak also English very well.
Yeah. You sure?
Ivo, Maya and Mira. So, would you like a photo? Would you like a song? No. Ready to choose?
You don't like songs?
We want all. Photo and song.
They want it all.
Besides the school, they also have a library, a field with solar panels and a room for batteries to store the electricity, as well as a phone and internet station. Don't you think this is amazing? But wait, let me tell you another incredible story from Palmerston. When we arrived, we were a total of 4 sailboats visiting Palmerston, including us. On 3 of them, including ours, there were Bulgarians aboard.
So one side from Sofia and the other side from Turnovo. And my grandfather, my mother's father, they left Bulgaria in 43 or 44 during the war, and escaped to Austria, Germany, and then ended up in Switzerland. Actually, during the escape, he managed to put a lot of fuel in a trailer for all those kilometers, and they got raided by American planes. So he got unfortunately shot in the leg and had to later on amputate. And my grandmother did not survive. So
oh my God!
My mother kind of, and he's a businessman, was traveling all over the place to make deals. And my mother was a little bit of a, she was 4 years old or so, so a little bit of a orphaned, and my grandfather didn't really know how to deal with a small baby or a small kid. So there was a nanny, a German, and that's how German came into the language of the family. And then when she was studying in Geneva, a little bit later, met my father, and so he's from Bern, from the capital of Switzerland. Voila, that's the story all the way here to Palmerston.
Thank you for sharing. This is unbelievable, meeting a half Bulgarian in Palmerston.
Yes.
So what's the Bulgarian words that you remember?
Благодаря, and only the tummy, tumbak.
Тумбак. Тя има ли тук приятелчета?
Да, дъщеричката на Бог.
Вау, невероятно. Палмерстън, в посредата на океана срещаме българка. Да.
Your hometown looks the same as I step down from the train, and there to meet me is my mama and papa. Down the road I looked, and there runs Mary,
Now you know why of all our travels around the world, of all the places we've been to, Palmerston remains the most special one.
Your hometown looks the same as I step down from the train.
And there to meet me is my mama and papa.
Thank you for watching, liking, and sharing our video. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, to find us and follow us on Facebook and support us in Patreon.
It's good to touch the green, green grass of home.
People travel everywhere to know what life's in other different places. The most beautiful part of my island, it's me. It's beautiful because of me. If you see me, it's paradise.
Marsters was a brave hero. He fell well to happy London town. He has been to Palmerston Street where he was in the beautiful countries of he took a joyous voyage and saw pretty countries while on a ship. He has passed the Mira and so calling, and when living with prosperity, he came to Palmerston, living as the Mira king for the rest of the day. Oh, Marsters was a brave hero. He fell well to happy London town. He has been to Palmerston Street where he was in the beautiful countries of his. He took a joyous voyage and saw pretty countries while on a ship. He has passed the Mira and so calling, and when living with prosperity, he came to Palmerston, living as the Mira king for the rest of the day. Living as the Mira king